Got him.
Hey,
Go, you good thing. Go.
On a bass, Guesty?
Oh, he's giving me a bit of curry there, mate.
It is.
It is a bass, mate.
It is a bass.
It's a nice bass. It's climbed on that. Go, you good thing. Mate, I'll get you to get the net for me there, champ.
Net him up for you, mate.
Yep. Just absolutely climbed on that in that shallower water. Oh, gee, they go, don't they go? They go. Yeah.
Good on you, Guesty.
Mate, that's a cracking bass there. He's a nice, healthy looking fella, and I guess this time of year, starting to cool down, he might think about heading downstream for that big long run, and they go down to the brackish, isn't it? That's where the salt meets the fresh.
Yeah, long way from here.
Got him, mate?
Yeah, it's not a bad fish either, Guesty.
Yeah, good one.
Oh,
Oh, it's a horse.
That's a horse.
Oh,
That's an absolute horse, Guesty.
Mate, he's giving me a bath, that brother. That is an absolute cracker.
That's 50 every day of the week, mate.
That is a fair dinkum
That's
trophy bass. And if you watch the big fella in action, he had the rod over the boat and he was down under and he said to me, Guesty, this is a good fish. This is a good fish,
mate.
but you kept that even tension. Nice smooth drag ticking away. So just make sure you keep even tension on those trophy fish all the time, because you saw that hook just popped out and they're doing everything they can to get away. One thing to remember when you're rigging a soft plastic, and these curly tail 4-inch ones that we're using at the moment are just a really good lure. They've got so much action, is to make sure you get good hook exposure. There's no point rigging your soft plastic up and having that hook just exposed out of the top there, because you're going to reduce your hook up rate. You really want that hook to be nice and exposed. So I know we've all seen it 1,000 times, but let's keep it simple. Once again, let's have a bit of a look at the length of our jig head. This is a 1/8 of an ounce jig head with a 1/0 hook, so ideal for this 4-inch lure that we're going to use here. And if you want to, you can put a little scratch there. I've done it enough times I sort of know where it's going to come out. Little scratch, so you know that's where that hook needs to protrude. But the important thing is, when you thread that on, what you want to do is make sure you run the hook along the top part of the plastic to maximise that hook exposure. I want that hook to be sitting right out here, so the hungry bass comes swimming along and it's going to crash my plastic. I've got a really good chance of getting a good hook up. So we'll just feed it on there now. We'll just sneak that down and then run it right down. So we'll start there again. Run it right down that dorsal fin. So this lure's got a little dorsal fin there, so we'll run it right down. But we'll keep it fairly close. And there's the little mark I put at the back there. I don't know if you can see that little mark, but that's where I want that hook to come out. There it is, it's popping out there now. And then that's called our grub keeper there. Push it right up on our grub keeper like that. And there we go. And that's rigged, ready for action. And you can see almost that the shank of that hook would be just underneath the soft plastic there. So quite often I see people, they rig them up and that hook is only just exposed. And what happens is it ends up looking like this, which is not what you want. So if I push it down deeper, and we'll pop it out in the same place, push it up, we end up with that hook sitting, I'll show you around this way, very, very close to the soft plastic. So when the fish comes to grab it, you don't have that same hook exposure, therefore you've got less chance of getting an instant penetration on the bite. So make sure you keep that hook nice and high in your soft plastic.